Hey guys, welcome to today's YogiMedicine session. In today's session, I want to introduce or talk a little bit about one of the world's premier holistic systems of health and longevity, Ayurveda. Ayurveda, the science of life. So the system is from ancient India. It's 5,000 documented years old. Some say a little older, some say a little less, but we have tremendous written record. And so this system, there is an increasing interest in this system. And I think that this is because there is a truth that is built into that system. And I think people naturally gravitate toward that. And I think that we owe that partly the reason why the system's been around so long through thousands of years, and it's because it's an eternal teaching. These are the systems that are devised from the nature. It's the original natural medicine system. That's probably debatable, but the point is, it's been around a long time, and it's highly complex, highly sophisticated, but yet a very, 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 very simple system that's based on very, very, very simple natural principles. It's the original holistic medicine. It's the real deal. So, my name is Dr. Adam Tice. For those of you guys who do not know me, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to watch the video. I hope you like it. I'm a licensed naturopathic doctor, so I'm working with people primarily with complex chronic diseases, and we reverse and restore those conditions using naturopathic medicine and the principles of Ayurveda. And that's really what I'd like to kind of drill in is the principles of Ayurveda. Because the Ayurvedic system itself, you could spend lifetimes, plural, on this system. There are so many different pieces of this. And this is one of these things that I think is a little bit regional, and if you've traveled around the world, if you've traveled in India, you'll kind of know what I mean. If you go, 100 kilometers down the road, 100 miles down the road, they may speak a different language, they may have slightly, have different cuisines and different curries and these kinds of things. And I think that the Ayurvedic system and the Siddha system from the south of India, which are kind of like cousins or sisters, I guess, of essentially what is the same system, they're slightly different. So you could spend lifetimes dialing in on the particulars of this. And I think if you are drawn to do that, then you should absolutely do so, because this system is really it's kind of an endangered species now, and I think it's important to the survival of humanity. That's why I've spent about 20 years now deep in Ayurveda. Pre-naturopathic medical school, this is where this is what I was doing, was studying these ancient sciences, the yogic sciences, the Ayurvedic sciences, and then later going to naturopathic medical school, putting all this together. And then I realized Ayurveda is the total package. There were highly advanced systems of surgery, of internal medicine, of pediatrics, all the specialties. There's nothing new there. Ayurveda has the understanding and has a deep, I think deeper understanding, much deeper than allopathic Western medicine has currently, which is the most advanced system in the world. Yet they don't have very much to show for it by way of no breakthroughs in medicine, no cures for the common diseases, no answers to the most common issues of lifestyle related diseases, diabetes, heart disease, these kinds of things. That's a little bit of a different video perhaps, but Ayurveda is a tremendous system, and we want to get familiar with these principles of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is the science of balancing one's constitution. When you're born, you have a certain genetic makeup, certain expressions and physical characteristics and personality traits, and you have a base level constitution. As the life goes on, challenges happen, life happens, stressors come in, and then one has a certain tendency or susceptibility that begins to happen. Means they may start to express some certain imbalances or dis-ease in the system. And so what Ayurveda teaches us is we need to help return and establish the normal, natural, harmonious constitution of that individual so that health is restored. There's a deep science to this, but it's really very simple, and that's the message that I'd like to communicate. The beauty is in the simplicity here, and the robustness of Ayurveda. It spans not only the physical systems, but the mental and the emotional and all of the different layers that we have as human beings. There are many different layers and aspects to yourself. I mean, just think about it. We have physical layers. We have this physical food body. We have pranic layers. We have these other subtle energy body layers, mental, emotional, psychological, spiritual dimensions. We have all these different dimensions, and this is regardless of spiritual affiliation or any of this kind of stuff. I think this sits outside of that realm, and this is just examining and looking closely at the realm of nature. And that's really what we're doing. So we can look and understand in a deep way and find modern day equivalents for cellular and organ and system functioning. There's a little bit of a different language that we need to understand, but when you understand a few of the Sanskrit terms, the Vata, the Pitta, the Kapha, these are the three doshas. You understand there's a tremendous importance put on the elements, the earth, the water, the fire, the air, the ether, how these express in the different tissues and the dhatus, the rasa, rakta, mamsa, meda, ashtimaja, shukra, artava, these different tissues of the body. There's a very specific science how we make and form plasma and blood and muscle and these subsequent tissues to create the whole body. And these systems, either, I think, in whether you're talking about naturopathic medicine or functional medicine or even homeopathic medicine, I'm a homeopath. I specialize in constitutional Hahnemannian homeopathy. And I think some of even those roots go back to some of the Rasavidya, some of the preparations of natural substances that in a crude dose are toxic, and in specifically prepared diluted fashions, they become medicine. So this is nothing new here. There's nothing new under the sun. We just need to rediscover and reignite and reacquaint and remember all of these wonderful gifts. I think Ayurveda is that whole system. It's the science of life. It's the science of biology. And it's a treasure trove if you're willing to look in and pull out and acquaint and acclimate yourselves with some of these foundational principles of constitution, of eating right and taking the right medicine for the right person at the right time. This is precision medicine. This is personalized medicine. This is strategic medicine. This is the future of medicine. This is where it's at in the systems of Ayurveda, these the total systems that have solutions for each individual person. There's no such thing as cookie cutter medicine. We need the right medicine, the right time, given to the right person. And that changes. And Ayurveda gives us that understanding. So in further videos, we can unpack this, but wanted to do a session just to kind of introduce and acquaint for those of you who Ayurveda may be new to you, and even if it's not new to you, to start to think about these things and how we can start to incorporate the principles, these eternal principles based on nature, the natural medicine. How can we incorporate these into our world so that we can be better people, so that you can be a better husband, a better spouse, a better friend, so that you can be healthier and have more energy and connect with God, so you can serve your family, serve your community, really dial in and activate and achieve the peak potential. This is the real, what lies at the core of Ayurveda, what lies at the core of all holistic medicine. And this is how I practice with my patients. We want to restore the health so that people can actually live their peak potential. That's kind of the whole point, right? So this is the introduction. If you like this video, please let me know. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those below. I will get back to those. If you have any ideas, anything about directions for other specific content in the realm of Ayurveda, yogic sciences, I'd be happy to entertain that and try to get some content up and post some videos for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next session. Okay.